responsibility last month in 7th and 8th grade. 7th and 8th grade, you had a lot more certificates this month than 6th grade did, which tells me a lot of times with maturity comes responsibility. So thank you, 7th and 8th graders, for showing responsibility at school. I appreciate that. We are going to jump right in because we have so many names. Remember, everybody wants to hear why they are receiving an award, and everybody wants to hear their name. So in between names, it's okay to cheer for your friends. We've talked already about what that looks like when we cheer for friends in an environment like this. That does not mean we yell and scream and stomp our feet. If you do not remember how to do it, we can help you. Thank you up there. Okay, we're going to start with our first student. This student has been consistently improving her skills and works so hard in class every day. Her great attitude and kindness add to what a great student she is. Chloe DeMeyer, come on up. This student has shown responsibility by coming in after school to complete work. She asks great questions and works well. She's a great student to have in class. Priya Richardson. This student shows responsibility every day during class. She takes ownership of her work and grades by checking in when she misses school. She is always taking advantage of opportunities for extra credit for improvement. Emily Baer, come on down. We have a lot of talking still between names. You won't get through these if you continue the chatter. Adults, if you're sitting near someone who continues to talk, feel free to escort them out. This student has shown responsibility during the basketball season by coming prepared to work hard every day. She works hard at each practice to improve her skills and learn a new sport. It's really hard to be a student athlete sometimes. So nice job, Abigail Vogel. This is a long one. This student shows responsibility every day. He comes to class on time with his materials, including his computer. He is a great example for others on our classroom routines. I especially appreciate that I never have to remind or ask twice about getting started on the warm-up or other tasks. He communicates with me about his Mathia and always does what he says. He is honest, kind, and a great role model for others in terms of being responsible. Keep it up, Jordan Rogers. If you notice, we all are getting our awards for doing different things, but overall, it's the trait of being responsible. Whether it's being responsible with your grades, your classwork, being responsible while you're attending an assembly, being responsible to have a job at school and always doing it. Thank you. This student has found himself in a setting where he knew his response was going to be negative. Therefore, he did something about it. Knowing this, he advocated for himself to go to another location to work and not add to an already negative situation. This student has shown great responsibility. Justin Washburn. responsibilities as a student, punctuality, timely completion of assignments, and active engagement in class discussions have a positive impact on our classroom environment, inspiring others to follow. Tilly Woods, come on up. Student has shown responsibility every day during class, setting a solid example for her peers. She regularly completes assignments and takes ownership of her learning by asking for clarification if she doesn't know how to complete something. Janice Boyles. If you were getting Student of the Month, please consider, if we have time, we may play a game, but we have a lot of students today, so we may not get through, but if we do, think about if you want to participate. Our next student has proven to be a responsible student and person. For this student, this means he stays caught up on classwork, completes homework when he is absent, and he asks for support when needed. Keep up the good work, Nolan Stewart. Responsibility in a science class. He has made a solid commitment to his own learning and does his best to share this commitment with his classmates. He is accountable for both his personal actions and academic learning. Way to go, Coleman Key. Sure to be in class, prepared, and takes charge of her own learning. She participates and goes the extra mile on assignments. If she is absent, she's responsible by talking to her teachers to make sure that she has gotten what is needed to make it up. Way to go, Addison Barkley. This student is always on task and has a smile on her face. Every day she is ready for her coral binder and in her seat ready to learn. She sets a great example for other students of how to behave and helps make the learning environment a great success. Eden Schubert. Okay, this student is such a responsible and studious student. She's always doing the right thing and is a true leader amongst her classmates. Zoe McCollum. This student took responsibility for her schoolwork by asking for additional support and attending after-school tutoring. She worked during class and after school to complete her Washington State project. Way to go, Ellie Miller. Nice job. And our last 7th grader. This student has consistently shown responsibility in my class all semester. She's always on time, prepared for the work at hand, and does her best in whatever is assigned. This student is helpful and kind to everyone around her. She routinely does tasks around the room that others leave undone at the end of the day. Mary Spangler, come on up. long as you're quiet. For February, our word is kindness. Being kind means considering the feelings and needs of others in addition to your own. We show kindness by helping or taking care of others, saying or doing nice things to make them smile, standing up for those in need, and not expecting anything in return for our own actions. So this next month, we'll be looking for students who are showing kindness at school. Seventh graders that just went back and sat down, you guys just did an amazing job at getting back to your seats quickly and quietly. Thank you for doing that. That was amazing. All right, eighth graders. Let's see if we can stay a little quieter in between them this time so we can get through our eighth grade. Oh, this one's really long. This student epitomizes this characteristic. She has consistently demonstrated responsibility in all of the classes in which I have worked with her over the last 3 years.
May I go back in?
She works hard in class every day, producing the best work she can create, almost always pushing beyond what was asked. When done with assignments, she takes on additional self-driven work to continue to develop what she can do. She is helpful and kind to every student every day. She always volunteers to do extra work to get things done within the class and for the school. She is reliable, dependable, hardworking. This goes to Ruby Moxley Gordon. Come on up. Sometimes we get more than an award during 1 month. This student has shown that he's very responsible in more than one class. So this student is actually getting 2 awards today. This student demonstrates responsibility by always staying on top of his classwork, will take the initiative to email his teachers when he is out of class and request work to complete so that he stays on top of his work. I appreciate your efforts. He also takes responsibility for his actions in learning. He is always asking questions about what he needs to keep up in class and to make sure he is meeting his learning targets. Well done, Josiah Lanning. The student shows incredible responsibility in her approach to education, taking the initiative to go above and beyond basic answers to explore historical ideas in depth. This student has a drive for learning, questioning, and exploring complex ideas that truly encapsulates being a responsible citizen in an ever-changing democratic society. Woo, that's from a history teacher. Harlow Smith. Dedicated, kind, and always incredibly respectful. She has a bright future in music, school, and anything she sets her mind to. Sophia Silvers. Our next student demonstrates responsibility by completing our classwork, including extra credit opportunities, and also by participating in the class discussion. Thank you so much. Megan Reeves. begun to work with Miss Armstrong to complete missing assignments in order to bring his grades up. He has used his elective periods to complete this work so that he does not miss instruction in his 4 classes. Thank you for putting in all the extra time and effort. Christopher Carter. Our next student comes into class every day ready to learn. She is committed to growing her math skills and works hard to keep pushing herself to learn something new each day. She asks questions when she needs help and is always willing to help another student out if she sees they need it. She is the epitome of responsibility. Dalen Williams. This student has been responsible for entering his math class and thoughtfully working out and answering the math minute for the day. He asks questions to clarify a certain problem when he needs help, and he is willing to problem solve. He holds himself accountable to complete his math assignments every day. Chevy Kelby. Still having a few pockets of students who are having a hard time remembering the expectations during an assembly. Showing responsibility for your classmates is very important at this time. This student took responsibility for managing other students in a large project for the robotics and engineering class. He also took a role in the multimedia production class where he consistently produced high quality work, including pictures for our yearbook. Ianson Klinger. Not only has this student consistently demonstrated responsibility this year by volunteering to help in the library during 8th grade recess, but she understands that responsibility also means avoiding procrastination. Most recently, she was the only student in her math class to have completed her assignment on time. Nice job, Allie Deering. We have a lot of 8th graders getting awards today. We have about 8 more. The students, oh wait. Student shows responsibility while being a TA for student services. He does a great job getting the notes delivered and has done some tours for our new students. He's a great role model and his work ethic is greatly appreciated. Josh Wakefield. But sometimes we get 2 awards. We have 2 awards on this one. Josh is such an amazing office aide for us. Both people in the office, I should say both offices, think you are amazing. You do everything that we ask and you do it with a smile. So here's your 2nd award. Responsibility is the ability to respond to any given situation by showing a sense of knowing and awareness, coupled with doing what is right and needs to be done. This student demonstrates this daily. He adapts to those around him. is willing to dedicate effort to work through challenges, and does what is expected, as well as going above and beyond expectations. Oscar McSherry. You have shown up every day on time. You have shown up every day on time to feed my fish, taking that job very seriously. I appreciate that you take pride in your job. I hope you know that I see your effort and growth. Keep up the good work, and thank you for feeding my fish. Cooper Waldron.
Cooper, you're the new fish boy.
Okay, we have 3 more, and then you heard that bell, so that means that we're going to be running out of time. So we have about 3 more. I'm considering next month doing 7th grade alone and 8th grade alone, see if we can control those. Yeah, I see some parents going, yeah, good idea. Okay. Since the beginning of the school year, this student has proven to be responsible by accepting the challenge of added classroom tasks and completing those tasks in a timely manner. There was one job in particular this month involving the copy machine that really saved the day. Thank you, Miles Scribner.
Can't live without the coffee. Teachers can't live without the coffee, can they?
This student is very responsible about getting to school, even if it means she arrives after the day has started. Her desire to learn keeps her coming to school every day. She shows responsibility and dedication in getting to class and is great about getting right to work. Safira Johnson Bowles. This student was gone for many days over the month of December. She asked ahead of time for paperwork she could take with her. She completed work while absent and continued to complete high-quality work once she returned. She has assumed all of the responsibility for acquiring and completing all missed assignments. Awesome show of responsibility. Prachi Ellie. Those are our 7th and 8th graders. Let's give our 8th graders another round of applause. 8th graders, congratulations. Okay, just a reminder, next month is Kindness Month. So we are looking for students who are showing kindness. Oh, wait until you're quiet. So I've had lots of students coming into my office the last month or so asking if we can do more assemblies because they're fun. We get to recognize and see our friends. We also get to do games and do other events. But we also need to remember that we have to show some responsibility, that we know how to behave while we're during assemblies. We have assemblies for different reasons. Today's assembly is to recognize and honor our classmates who are doing amazing work at school, and to allow our families to come to school and celebrate with them. We've learned how to celebrate our friends by clapping and thanking them for doing a great job while here. We'll wait. Parents, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy days to come and celebrate your child and their classmates. So thank you guys for coming. We're going to dismiss our students in a moment. their seats. We will reconsider what those assemblies will look like because we want to make sure that families have the opportunity to come to school and celebrate with their student. Show us that you know how to do that. We've had amazing assemblies all year so far. Sometimes when we have a 3-day weekend, it's difficult to come back. Today's the first day of a new semester, which means we don't have a lot of new classes and new classmates, but you still know the expectations at school. We're going to dismiss in an orderly fashion today. Okay, so I'm going to start on this side. Who's that first group there? Ms. Schubert, Ms. Grove, Smirkov, you guys may go.